spider sense is tingling.
Hello, YouTube. How is everybody doing? I am back with another video. This one's a long time coming, but I remember my promises, and I am here. I went back to Bricks and Minifigures. I got specifically green pieces to make something I've been thinking about for quite some time. This goes all the way back to 1994 to animated Fox Kids TV show. We're going to be disassembling these builds here so I can use their sweet, sweet bionicle legs so that I can make the ultimate piece of equipment from Spencer Smythe, the Spider Slayers. Yes, we will destroy Spider-Man once and for all. I made the Avatar Crabsuit, my own MOC, and I just made that little Black Widow Slayer. So my favorite thing is that they stack on top of each other, which goes hand in hand with Legos. You can see I figured out the logistics for Black Widow onto the blue Spider Slayer. So today's video is going to be making the third largest green scorpion that both of them will attach to on top. So I'm very nervous about this because I grabbed pieces I thought would work, but I don't have instructions, I just have my own wits. So we will see how this video turns out together. First impression, I'm feeling confident, so hopefully we can figure out something sick and scorpion-shaped together. So right off the bat, I have an obstacle. Can I save this green slope with the stuck brown piece stick that's in there? Was looking through the rest of my pieces to make sure there weren't any other tag-alongs that were hiding in there, trying to get a lay of the land. And then my first thought was going to yellow flex tube as being more of a pick. Yeah, Regis is nervous for me right here to be able to knock it out, but the flex tube was sadly not thin enough to get into the space. So my next idea was thinking of something more thin in the Lego world. I didn't think the tool was gonna do it, but I grabbed one of the little skis from old Ice Planet 2002, and that was small enough to be able to get stick out of slope. Wow, we did it. We did it, Joe. Game back on. Scorpion time. We got a Spider-Man to hunt. So longtime viewers will recognize these pieces. Not my first time encountering the brick ball and sockets. I had made a long video on 2017 Creator Dinosaur. You can still see here on the channel. And I did as many builds as I could think of in the day. So I knew they were used for legs. I'd seen them used in tails. The Brontosaurus, they make little cute chubby legs. Love this guy. I felt like with my time making dinosaurs that I was ready. Also, I just love this Rock Rager set. It's always fun to film with the lights. I have trained for this moment. I'm ready. I have confidence. We can figure this out. So, yeah, looking over my pieces, thinking of scorpion shapes, and trusting that I will be able to put it all together. One last look at all the pieces, glorious as they are. I get a lot of courage looking at random pieces. I find it fun. So these guys are my Bionicle MOCs. They're on standby. They've got those sweet green pieces that might be essential. But things are coming good. I only really needed to take down him. And that those pieces were already great. So the first phase came together pretty well. I got the main strokes of the body and the tail put together. I knew I wanted, like the Avatar Crabsuit, to use bionicle legs to give it real legs. I didn't want to get all the pieces to do the Lego style. I'm inspired by the bionicle. I love how they would just have the limbs with no connectors on the end. I think that's really classy. I like how they did it with the Grievous with having the jackhammers. And then I've always wanted to use Matau's face as a scorpion tail, so that worked out. I think the top of the hat looks like tail, so still not sure what the face is going to look like, but I still have pieces there to be able to piece something together. So I'm optimistic we will be able to figure that out. But but mad respect for Bionicle and what it's shown us in the stars. He'll come back. I thought about taking down the solo sub because that's the same cockpit for the Avatar Crabsuit, but I just think it was too bulky and I didn't want cockpit on cockpit, so I thought just leaving it for Crabsuit was fine. I could use this for another build, possibly with the treads. So work continues on the Scorpion. Then I got the face in there. I had some brackets, some nice little open studs, some bar handles. It really came together nice and compact. It's amazing what just a round open stud goes from being utility to eye and just where you position it. The magic of Lego. And then using his old the Bionicle guy, the Metro Nui guy's feet as the arm holder. I really like the shape and that dark green color. Looks really smart with the regular green and the lime accents. I have a soft spot for Lego lime. I think it looks really good. I know the Bionicle joints in lime were weak in the 2015. I was not a part of that, but I think the lime color is underrated. Though I don't like the plate. I kind of, that lime square I put into my park, and I'm already thinking of ways to try and hide it and have more straight green, but you know what you like, you know? You gotta do some practices so you have a sense of what you like and what you don't like. And I like this Scorpion, let me tell you. Those staffs of command make awesome pinchers for the arms. Thank you, Bionicle Locky. Thank you, Bionicle, once again, for having all the coolest pieces. Looks great on the DSLR. Getting some beauty shots here of Scorpion. Yes, we all love it.
You have 20 seconds to comply.
It's not exactly like the Marvel thing, but I gotta work with what pieces I've got, so feeling very satisfied. I really like the tail. I really like that big chunky long slope there. It's not usually a piece I gravitate towards, but the thing I like about the slopes is that they're so sturdy. It feels like armor plating. So finally, I got all of them stacked on top of each other, and it was beyond my wildest dreams. I thought this looked super, super sick. Brought this into the kitchen where there's more even lighting, and I think it just looks awesome. I love the color of black, blue, green. It's very clear. And then having the forearms. Oh man, lots of posability. And it was holding up with on the Bionicle hands there, so I had extra green plates that I took my Headless Horseman MOC and I added it to be more of a springtime. I originally, when I got it, I made it into a fall, and then I switched it to winter, as it was winter for me. I'm sure as summer comes along, I'll add more trees and make it even greener, but it's nice to match the seasons with your build. I really like this little guy. Back on the Scorpion, so this is the biggest weakness in the build, is the arms have a weakness and the connection to the body. I think if I was going further, I would use the Technic system to connect from the first legs down there and put the arms kind of angling up so that they're connected from Technic as opposed to Lego. But I like those lime wheel guards, so I'd rather use those than not use them. So it doesn't have to be 100% functional. It's more model than it is toy for me. But that's my biggest gripe. I would strengthen that if I had more pieces and more time. I have to say, it does look very good, so I feel very successful in this build. Very happy. Thank you so much for watching my video. It's a struggle doing this. I'm not having a lot of fun, but I am having fun making these videos. It's just YouTube has been brutal. If you subscribe, if you help support the channel, I will love you forever. This is a true fact. It is brutal out there, and I don't have money for promote. What's next? I don't know. I'm probably gonna walk into a Bricks and Minifigures and figure it out on the fly. That's what I like to do. Think quick. I will see you next time. I will keep making new videos. That's not changing. Once again, thank you, and please take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I gotta take care of the spider slay if you don't mind. Alright. Okay, Spiderman. Ooh. What are we gonna do? Guys? Any ideas? Oh,